You ever been in a lineup?
I have, quite a few.
I'm Millard.
I'm Stan.
I'm LL Royale, and I was a part of the lineup. Who has a criminal record?
What is your criminal history?
Second-degree assault and damage of property.
I got DUI.
So I have a total of 29 convictions on my record, with 3 of them being felonies and the rest of them misdemeanors.
How do you feel about us having a game called lineup when you've actually been in a lineup?
You may have sold meth outside of a gas station.
I know my background, and so I know what I've done, and I know everything that led up to that. To just see other people from different backgrounds and different walks of life, it was really interesting.
What did you think about your experience here today?
Well, it was definitely fun, man. It was a learning experience and fun to see the guys that come in and guessing and trying to see who's who.
I really like your whole getup. I don't think you have a criminal record.
How are you judging this? Just on my clothes?
You
I can
have,
put it together?
it's Chucky.
It's Chucky. I think that the character that you portray now should be, judge me by my character and the content of my, my actions and not, how I look. Because you can have the lady with all the tattoos, someone said she was a criminal.
I think that you've gotten in a little trouble. It's those tattoos.
You look like you should belong in Fast and Furious.
You know how to fight?
I think everyone guessed me as having a criminal record, and I have nothing.
What is it about you?
I don't know, maybe my look. I mean, tattoos, I guess, are related. I don't really know. I feel like if I was to see myself, I wouldn't think that I had anything on me.
Tell me your story.
I got a DUI for 3.
Oh,
And robbery.
and robbery. Okay.
And burglary.
And, okay. Do you have any more?
Attempted arson.
We brought you in not knowing you had a criminal record.
Right.
And then all of a sudden you were willing to share your history.
My whole life, I'm going to be talking about the mistakes that I've made. I'm studying for criminal justice so I can get into counseling, youth intervention, gang intervention. I want to be one of those guys to say, hey, I've been there, and you're going to end up dead or you're going to end up in jail. But you can break that cycle, because they don't care. The police don't care. They will happily throw you in jail, throw you in prison. If you have kids, they don't care. If you're pregnant, they don't care. If you have a drug problem, rather than getting you help for the drugs, they don't care. They'll just throw you in prison. So it's up to us to make our own choices to make lives better for us, because they call it a correctional facility, but they don't care about correcting. They just want to lock people up.
All right, so when I was 18, I was arrested for assault and damage of property because I did not snitch on the person who actually did it.
Proud of you.
I was raised in the hood of Baltimore, like the gutters. Most common phrase growing up was, snitches get ditches. I wasn't ready to lose my life over telling on somebody, which really wasn't my story to tell. I said I didn't do it, and I left it at that.
What are some of the major consequences of all this stuff on your record?
Loss of freedom. I mean, out of all of the charges, the longest time I've spent was 96 days, and in those 96 days, I was in 3 different jails because I didn't keep my crimes to one area. I don't want to say that I regret it. I don't want to say that I would change it or anything like that either, because I like who I am today. And I know that I am who I am today because of what I've been through. Find a passion, right? What it took for me to finally figure things out and to get clean and whatnot, I had to figure out what I wanted to do.
My advice would be, find out who you are as a person. Do you know what you're doing? Do you know where you're headed? Do you know who you could be?
Do you have any words of advice?
Just don't get caught. Right? I mean, just don't get caught. I know a lot of people that do a lot of things too, and they haven't gotten in trouble yet. I'm sensing crazy ex-wife. I feel like you probably murdered your significant other for cheating. You came home, you saw them in bed, and it was a wrap. Beat that ass. You probably called the cops on yourself, hey, I killed my husband, come take me.